What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. My name is Niner Chris, here to bring you some news, upcoming outlook for next week's game, a little injury report on our wonderful. This week, we're going to be talking about why does it feel so good no matter what quarterback we have back there under Kyle Shanahan's system. We saw a lot of talk of Nick Mullins this last week. We saw tweets. We saw people running with crazy stories before this last game against the Eagles. You know, because Mullins, he does have the third highest total through the first nine games as far as yardage. So people were taking that. They were running with it, making stories how we all do on Twitter. And last week happened. So I mean, people that watch the game can see it wasn't. It's hard to say, okay? It wasn't 100% on Nick Mullins, obviously, because nothing. I don't think it's a team game. So how can we say anything is 100% on anybody? But man, he tried really hard to make it look like it was all on Nick Mullins' shoulders. That last pick that he threw was just horrendous. I mean, you know, when you play like you do, I mean, sure, even when he looks back, he probably feels really bad. I mean, the line was not playing good. We could not block for anything. It looked like. Now, going back, watching the watching the All-22, seeing the coach's tape, watching our line, it didn't look like we had the worst game plan, but the execution definitely was lacking. If you watch Trent Williams' interview, you could see that he wasn't pleased with, I think he said 5 or 6 plays out of the 70 or 80 snaps that he took. So, I mean, I think he's a pretty honest guy. Seems to be so far. But, you know, even when people are bringing it up, when the news reporters are bringing it up, it's funny because you can just see the whole aura just dropped. You know, Trent came in, huge smile, ready to talk, and then one of the first questions was, "Hey, man, so, there's a lot of reports about how this last week went, man. How do you feel like you did? Or do you feel like you could have done better?" I mean, just instantly emotions drop. He's already in, a defensive type of mood. So, but even then, he said he still played a little bit. He had his few plays he could have cleaned up, which was, at least honest of him. But just back to the original point here, Nick Mullins wasn't 100% of the problem. He definitely, that first throw to use check, man, come on. That would have been a game changer. Could have gotten down, whatever, scored, 20, 10-yard line. The field would have flipped, though, which is the main point, and it would have changed the whole outlook of the game. We didn't play bad. We outscored them we outgained them by, 150 yards? It was like over 400 to like 260 or 270 or something crazy, 300, I don't know. Specifics, I guess I could have checked that, but that's not the point. We outgained them a lot. It was just the turnovers that killed us, Eagles are going to run around talking about, oh, Carson Wentz is back, blah, 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 and he did make some really nice plays. Our team needs to clean up how we approach running quarterbacks. That has been a problem since last year, at least. I haven't really looked beyond that, but even since last year, it's been a problem. So coaches got to be aware of that. We got to understand that that's what we need to do on defense. But the Eagles did not have a really good game. We killed ourselves. With the turnovers and with what seemed like, some really bad line play. This next week, I do feel like that we can clean up some of that just based on quarterback that we're going to have. That was another thing that Trent Williams went into. If we get Jimmy G back, the quarterback actually does have a lot to do with the line play. I guess I knew that, just intrinsically, obviously the quarterback is going to have something to do with it, but the way he explained it, like when they do their dropbacks, they're expecting the quarterback to do something specific. So, on the one play that Nick Mullins got absolutely demolished on, that looked like that nobody blocked 2 of the defensive line, if he would have rolled to the left, he might have had a little extra time to do what he had to do. I think that was Kyle Shanahan had talked about that play too, and saying that Nick Mullins was supposed to get that play out really quick. So, obviously hindsight's 2020. I am not an NFL player. I'm not going to sit here and say that I know better because it's so easy to be in my position and sit down and look at the tape, see what actually happened afterwards. But we could have done better. So, I really feel like that with Jimmy G back there, understanding the offense a little bit more, having a little more of intrinsic capabilities that prove why Nick Mullins and, you know, CJ and everybody there, why they're backups. You know, they just don't seem to, although CJ had a great end of the game, almost brought us back, man. Anyways, you know, Jimmy G will be back. He'll have a little more of that. I think our offensive line will improve because of that. And I think, you know, overall, we're going to have a better game. We seem much more motivated this week. It's George Kittle's birthday. Everybody's having fun. You guys saw the t-shirts, you know, all of these too. So, this is the team we're used to, you know. Debo was talking about, or Juszczyk was talking about with an interview he did with KNBR this week. He said, you know, it was so nice. He was in the huddle. You know, he looks over to his right. He's got Kittle. I'm paraphrasing. You know, he looks over to the right. He has Kittle. He looks over to the left. You know, he's got Mostert back. He's got Jimmy G back in there too. He's got Jimmy G back in there too. So he feels very comfortable. He feels like it's that team, you know, that we were supposed to have, the offense that we are supposed to have at the beginning of the year, most of it. And I really think that this week we're going to really bounce back. Miami is not looking amazingly well. So, but we're going to get into that. We'll break down a little later. Main point for this video was to go into a little bit more of why do these guys feel so good behind that line? You know, when the offense is clicking, offensive line, I should say specifically, when the offensive line is clicking, when we got receivers out there and tight ends out there for our dudes, it doesn't really matter the quarterback that's back there. You know, it could be a Nick Mullins, it could be a CJ Beathard, it can be definitely a Jimmy G, but it doesn't need to be a Jimmy G. It definitely doesn't need to be a Patrick Mahomes or a, you know, one of these super mobile. I mean, I can't imagine like a Lamar Jackson or something trying to be in our offense, because that's a totally different player. Kyle Shanahan does not need a super talented, as far as anything outside of a system quarterback. He doesn't need the quarterbacks that are coming of age. You know, I don't think that Kaepernick coming of age. Is that the right thing to say? I don't know. I don't know if, you know, Kaepernick would have worked out well. Maybe like an Alex Smith, really accurate, can run if needed, has some small instincts to do what he needs to do, but doesn't try and, you know, go for plays that are outside of exactly what Shanahan's trying to have. That's why you get a fresh Nick Mullins, you get a fresh CJ Beathard off the bench. They're not out there compounding all these things that they learned during the week. You know, Nick isn't out there like, oh, I'm the freaking pylon cleaner upper now. You know, I have to go out and I actually have to be a quarterback and I got to clean up the pylon. Like, there's none of this extra stuff that's going on. You come out, you play, you do the play, Shanahan calls for you, you run the play, you get a score, you complete the play and get it done. That's all Shanahan ever needs. That's why Kirk Cousins was such a good fit. I mean, the Kirk Cousins of old was such a good fit because, you know, I'm not saying I wanted him, disclaimer here, I did never want Kirk Cousins. I do not want that dude on our team. I was never a fan of his. I'm only specifically speaking on how he's a really good system quarterback. And that's all that Kyle Shanahan needs. You get somebody out there, dude, that he doesn't need to think. You have a decent arm. You throw it really nice. You have some ability to get away, you know, step into the pocket, some pocket movement. That's all Shanahan needs. If he has that quarterback, he has a good line, and then he has, you know, 8 different running backs and wide receivers on his team, that's all he needs. And then a Kittle. You know, if you really look into the formula that the Niners have this year, we have everybody can run the ball. Everybody on that field can run the ball. So the defense cannot plan. Is it going to be a reverse from this side? Is it a reverse from this side? Are we just going to do a zone run like we kill him on? Is Raheem going to hit him right up the middle? Are we going to do a little screen over here to George Kittle? Is Ayuk going to come around the back? Ayuk going to come around the back and freaking Superman people over into the end zone? Is that what's going to happen? Just hurdling people? That is the Kyle Shanahan offense that is really, really difficult to stop. And then you take that offense, you sprinkle in a super strong Raheem that's fast, hits that hole. So they've been dealing with reverses, dealing with play action, and then all of a sudden Raheem comes back 22 miles an hour through the hole, 23 miles an hour through the hole. They're blasting through that. You can't stop that dude. You know, you're preparing for all these extra things going on, and Raheem comes through and hits the thing before you even know he's past everybody. So if you take that offense, you plug in a system quarterback that can do exactly what Shanahan needs him to do, and you don't sprinkle in anything outside of that, any extra, don't even think about running, take your sack, throw the ball away. But what I tell you to do, you do it. I script it up for you and you do it. That's all that he needs. So yeah, I mean, that was one of the main points I was trying to get out there this last week. My last video, I know, only got a couple views on that one. My mic is really bad. As you can see, we've stepped it up in the mic game. Got this brand new one, straight off Amazon. Got it hooked up. We got the new little studio rocking here. Same flag. So trying to step it up a little bit for y'all, trying to get those views. Like what you see, give it a like, hit that subscribe. Anyways, on to the next. We always talking Niners. I'm gonna try to do this once a week at least. I work 40 hours. I'm a single dad, taking care of kids, so I have to make time to do this as much as I can. But I love the Niners, and I want to make this happen. This has always been one of my dreams, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Please, if you guys like what you see, please support. Always down to chat. I'm on Twitter too, and just look up Niner Chris. All Ninered out, all my stuff on. You should see the profile picture. But anyways, on to the next topic here, the injury report. So, injury report just got released. Everything seems to be going well. Jimmy G and Raheem look like they're going to be starting. Shanahan's going to do another, might even be happening right now while I'm recording this. He's doing another injury report update. It didn't seem like anything crazy happened at practice. I didn't see anybody tweet about anything crazy that was happening. The biggest concern right now is Deebo. Mr. Deebo Samuel. Is he going to play? Because apparently yesterday and today he missed with an unnamed sickness, which in the time of Corona is basically the worst thing that you can say. I mean, come on, guys. What is the sickness here? Does he got a headache? Come on, man. Does his foot have the flu? I just don't get it. You can't just say he has an unnamed illness, dude. Come on, man. I'm really hoping he said his foot was sore. The conspiracy theorist inside of me says, "Oh shoot, foot is sore." That's one of the symptoms: body soreness, body aches. I'm just like, no, but no, come on. They said it wasn't. Even for 2 days. Obviously, we're getting tested all the time. So if dude tested positive, we would know, man. The media's on all that. So, I mean, but it's just, he just came back. It was a sore foot. He's got a whatever sickness. He's going to be totally fine. They would disclose the things, anything that they need to, I'm sure. Can't imagine they'll be lying about that, dude. Come on, man. We got Super Spreader going already in Washington, D.C. I don't think we need it out here, too. Everyone else looked good, though. As far as Pettis, Trent Taylor, and Jimmy Ward, all full practice today. And then we had, same guys that have been out for a while. No update. No update on Sherm. Here, hold on. Let me see. Ansah. Oh. I was like, Ezekiel Ansah? Who was that? Oh, Ziggy. Obviously, he's going to have surgery, man. He's going to probably be put on IR, I would think. Dante Johnson with that groin. Still out. Emmanuel Mosley still out. Damn, dude, concussion. Concussion protocol for Mosley for the second straight week? It's not looking good for him, man. We need that dude back, dude. We're getting killed right now in cornerback. And then K1's still out, too. So, it leads me into our next little topic I was going to go over here is the outlook for this week. How are the Niners going to stack up against Miami? First thing that's the best news. Best news, y'all. Sorry. Come on, guys. He's not gonna be the savior. We know Jimmy. We know who Jimmy G is. Okay, he's not gonna come back and be the be all end all savior. But it is gonna be so much nicer to have whatever Jimmy G is back, as opposed to whatever Nick we had last week. I don't think that there's any reason that he should not start. Obviously, if his freaking ankle is feeling better. Next week we got the Rams. Just FYI, in case y'all missed that. Next week we got the Rams. Comes out this week. Jimmy G plays better when he's comfortable. Let's be, quite honest. He's not as good when he gets all skittish and spinning around in the backfield, worried about it. Hopefully he'll be comfortable by the Rams game. This week, though, comes back, plays against Miami. We have our wide receivers back, our wide running backs back, as well as our tight end. If we get Raheem back, too, I mean, that's just even a little bit better for us. I do feel comfortable with this week. The number one thing that's going to worry me is Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, whatever you want to call him. A freaking bearded freaking guy. He has magic in him. So that's going to be my biggest concern. Is he going to be able to pull out the magic? He has really good wide receivers out there. We have no cornerbacks. So, that's the biggest scare for me personally. If they kill us, they are going to kill us through the air. Crazy thing, obviously we've played really bad teams besides Arizona. But, yeah, I'm leaving the Eagles in there. We played really bad teams besides Arizona. And even Arizona's looking bad now. So we've been playing pretty bad teams overall, but we are number one as far as yards per game. Second, third, top 5 for yards per game on defense as far as passing and also scoring. We're only one of 2 teams who have kept all their opponents under 25. So regardless of all these injuries, we're still putting us in a position to win. And if we do have Jimmy G out there, I'm hoping he can put up more than 25 points with the rest of our offense that's out there as well. I did like, and they had to have known it was going to happen, but the freaking Nick Mullins to George Kittle connection, dude, is just beautiful. It's beautiful. He always puts it right there. Besides that little, god damn it, that weird little rolled out to the left where he just threw it and George had to reach back and it was ugly for like 3 yards or whatever. That one was ugly, but everything outside of that, I think it was 16 for 16 as far as targets and receptions, 180 yards, something crazy. Just George Kittle, dude. It's George Kittle, man. So we got George out there with Raheem. Hopefully we got Raheem with Jimmy G. Hopefully Debo is going to get over this sickness. But I think we'd be okay without Debo, to be honest. We have Ayuk now. Hopefully KB can get some catches for us. Hopefully Pettis will do really good with his dancing out of the back of the end zone for the touchback and the don't touch the ball thing that he does really well. Just fine. I really want to see him return it, man. Come on, Dante. I want to see you return it, bro. If it's like 1 yard deep, dude, just what would happen? All right, I know Shanahan has been like, hey, don't touch that ball, Dante. I could just see him saying it, right? Just like, hey, goes in, but dude, if it's 1 yard deep, what if you just took it and ran it out, dude, and got to like 35? Got everybody pumped up, man. That's what we need from you, Dante. Come on, Pettis, we need that, bro. Again, I am a nobody. I do not play football. I am not trying to sit here that I know anything better than these athletes, man. I'm just saying, Pettis, we love you, bro. Come on, man. We need you. All right, I think, as far as everything else this week, that's really what I want to talk about. Just Matt Breida, too. Don't forget, Matt Breida's out there. He hasn't even been doing anything. Nothing but love for you, Matt Breida, but, look kind of trash this week, or this year so far. He's going to be out there, and it could be interesting. If he breaks one out on us, that would be interesting. I just had his name right here, so I felt like I should say something. We had so many good years with you, bro. But, can you imagine him over here, too? He'd probably be injured, too, man. Everybody else is injured. Breida would definitely be with him. Old Glass Man McGee, but he is fast. He is fast, bro. But yeah, I think that's it for this week. Appreciate any of you guys listening, especially if you've listened this far. That's absolutely insane, and I absolutely appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys, giving me a listen here. And, if you do support, give me a like, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me where I'm wrong. Please tell me what you do like, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. And as always, let's go Niners this week. We need this win, y'all. 3-2. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a must win. Come on, guys. It's not even a division game. But we need this win, dude. We need Jimmy G to go out there and have a good game. Next week and the weeks following that are going to be absolutely brutal. This is going to be a game to where it's set us up for success for the rest of those weeks. All right, y'all. See you guys next week. Hope you guys have a great one.